Episode 253. Gilmore's been examining her wardrobe, trying to put together the perfect outfit for this little vacation she has planned. She's gotten sick of all the cold in Coerthas and Ishgard, so she's flying south for the winter, or the summer, whatever. Today we'll actually be doing the Moonfire Faire event, which it is the day of the release for the event, although it's late at night. I'm hoping to capture the magnificence of all the people running around and jumping around the event area. Hopefully there's a lot, since it is the day of release, but since it is nighttime, I'm not sure how much people I can expect. We'll see. And I did prepare a new glamour, a new swimsuit just for the occasion, just to replace the previous one that I had, which was just a basic set of undyed gear, I guess. Nothing really inspired there. Although this new outfit isn't particularly inspired itself, it's more so just that I put a little bit more work into it, I guess. And it's this. It's basically just the Moonfire Faire swimsuit outfit, the top and the bottom, with some extra work put into it. I think the best way to look at it is do this. So this is the basic Moonfire Tanga and Moonfire halter combination with some extra pieces. But the main work that I put into this was getting the dye. I guess the luxury point, the expensive point, whatever you would call it for this outfit, is the fact that I'm using really expensive dyes. Well, expensive on the market board, if that's how you go by ranking the dye. The metallic ruby red dye and the general purpose jet black dye. Both of these can sell for easily, I don't know, around 600,000 gil on the market board. Although I guess the ruby red dye kind of fluctuates. The ruby red dye, metallic ruby red dye, is a relatively new dye introduced in 7.25 with the spoiler exploration content. Used to be really cheap to get this dye, and that's how I got it. I also got a bunch of it on my main character too. But nowadays, because people, I guess, are slowing down on that content, they're selling it for maybe 200,000 gil each. Pretty crazy prices. And then of course the jet black dye, the pure black dye, which is always expensive no matter where you look, currently around 600,000 or even higher depending on what world you're in. The way I got these dyes, other than just buying them when they were cheap, was by trading them between my main character and this character here, Komori, which is part of the reason why I got the retainer in the last episode. You can't summon retainers if you're not on your homeworld, and you can't trade items between characters, so you can't trade the dyes outright. But there's a kind of laundering trick that you can do to move items around at a small cost, I guess, between your own characters. You would first sell something for an exorbitant price on your own homeworld. Let's say we're doing it as Komori, which is what I did. I sold a carnation for around 600,000 gil or something. Then I had my main character buy that, using my huge gil sums on my main character, to transfer money over to Komori. After that, I had my main character sell the general purpose jet black dye that I had, which I got from some content, maybe the spoiler exploration content, I'm not sure where, but I just got it from somewhere. And I sold that for a price higher than what it was on the market board, again around 600,000 or something like that, just to make sure that nobody would buy it, though I guess if someone bought it I would just be able to buy someone else's dye anyway. The point is, you sell it for higher than it is on the market board, just slightly higher, so that no one else buys it. Then using the money on Komori's account, I travel over to the other world where my main character is selling the black dye and buy that. That's the basic gist of it, but I may have cut out some jumping back and forth between data centers and worlds, because you kind of have to do that a lot, at least like 4 or 5 times or something, for this trick to work. And in the process, you lose some money because there's a 5% tax on retainer sales, so 5% of 600,000 is quite a lot, which is why I lost quite a lot of gil here, among other things. The point is, it's the cheapest way to secure a transfer of items between characters, without worrying about someone like sniping it off the market board if you try to sell it for cheap or something. Other parts of the outfit are pretty easy to come by. These Makai Priestess's long boots and gloves, which are from the Gold Saucer. This corsage, which you can probably get from any market board pretty cheap in any world. I guess it's a crafted item. But the other, I guess, expensive luxury charm point or whatever this outfit is a Kate Sis neck ribbon. An item that you can't buy, you can only get it through Chloe Aliapo's Wondrous Tales, through a kind of RNG chance of getting 2 lines on the same card. Pretty hard to do, but I managed to do it one time on Komoy. So it's a very unique item that kind of matches the ruby red dye just naturally with its normal colors here. And of course the Meteor Survivor Ring, another kind of luxury, charm, whatever item. Pretty easy to get just through a random side quest, but one that probably not everyone knows about. So yeah, I just put this together because I wanted to create something a bit more unique than the generic outfits I had previously for swimsuits. Not exactly the best for swimming in though, we're wearing boots and gloves, but I guess it's the kind of outfit you're meant to walk around in, I guess. Walk around the beach on or something. And we're even going to get a new swimsuit anyway during this event, so maybe I'm going to replace 1 or 2 parts here. With that said, let's begin the vacation. And actually, with the new patch, we should start seeing people talk in chat bubbles. I've been playing since... well, the patch has been implemented since a while ago, and the last few episodes I've been recording during the Ishgardian Restoration had this feature implemented. This chat bubble feature. Which is kind of crazy that it took this long to get into the game, but I'm glad it's finally here. So maybe we'll see some random people have text above their heads, which will be fun. But we wouldn't have seen it until now because I wasn't around people during the Ishgardian Restoration stuff. We'll probably see more of those chat bubbles in the event area, if there are a lot of people there, hopefully. Just hope everyone didn't go to sleep. So Komoy flies south for the winter, comes by Limsa, the hottest place that she knows, and sees the event happening over here, lured in by Moyaru, I guess. Are these guys selling anything, by the way? Feel that balmy breeze in the air, friend. I guess she's not a merchant. Are any of these guys merchants? I guess not. Another lovely summer is upon us, and that means it's time to celebrate the Moonfire Faire. Should you have any questions as how best to enjoy the festivities, you need only say the word. What is it? Several years ago, the Adventurers Guild formed the Cascadiers to combat an invasion of rampaging bombards. Yeah, the very earliest form of the Moonfire Faire. The Moonfire Faire was first held to attract new members to the cause. It proved so popular that it has been held annually ever since, whether the bombards appear or not. It helps spread word of the Guild's activities, and generate interest among potential new recruits. In charge of the proceedings is the Grand Chaperone, Faire Maga. He has decided to have members of the Adventurers Guild demonstrate their courage and physical prowess to fairgoers through a series of challenges in Costa del Sol. The event is being held as we speak, courtesy of the ever-generous Master Gegaruja. Your participation would be most appreciated. And there are fireworks going on in the background, another nice little decoration, I guess, for the event. The Queen Lamine is a resort specializing in diversions both watery and cool, like Philomene? Is that what it's named after? Enjoy our luxurious swimming baths, race your comrades down the water chutes, or climb into the cannon ride, ideally before your evening repast. Rest assured, Lamine's Coast Guard is standing by to ensure your safety and comfort during your stay. Furthermore, Lamine is a name of a performer famously known for her joyous singing and dancing. Yeah, okay, it is her. May your stay aboard our humble vessel bring you the same delight. I wonder if we can actually find her there, like her NPC just wandering around. I wonder if I'm progressed along the story enough to actually see her if she does appear there. And yeah, this would be the new outfit we get. Are these the better shoes for this outfit? They might be if I like dye them. But then I might have to transfer more metallic ruby red dye or something, I don't know. Real quick. Is that... no, that's that one, so... if we did this, no, this one. I wonder. I'm not sure the red sandals necessarily match. We'll consider it. Ahoy, adventurer. Wishing you could sail away from the summer heat? No, we're trying to sail into it. Same thing, I guess. This year's Moonfire Faire has exactly what you need. Our festival is the valorously perspiring face of the Adventurers Guild, so I beg that you partake in our offerings. This year's star attraction is the Queen Lamine, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. If you seek thrills and some much-needed chill, head to Costa del Sol and speak with Chief Chaperone, Ermaga. I guess chaperone, chief chaperone, whatever. We would love for you to join us in Costa del Sol. You will join us, won't you? And off we go. There's also decorations around the main city areas, each of the 3 city-states, but we're just kind of here for the, someone's casting some ice over there. We're just here for the event. And there it is. It's kind of crazy how they added in this whole thing. Previous years, there was an entire obstacle course. Kind of, I guess, much bigger than this, a huge tower and events over there on that island. They changed it up this year, which is pretty fun, but I kind of miss the huge obstacle course. This, however, is quite the sight to behold, nonetheless. I guess we're talking over down there. Let's get a good view of it from here, though, if we can. This might be the thumbnail. Something like this. Maybe a shot like this, with the fireworks. Maybe a bit closer, lower down. Okay, that's enough farming. Yeah, normally the huge tower would be on top of this island over here, but they somehow transformed this entire area into a ship, I guess. Oh, they got new music too. Ah, now there's a strapping mess. Precisely who I was hoping to see. Mayu Morayu sent you to help us, I expect. Well, don't be a stranger. Come up and I'll tell you about our event. I was here as my main character briefly, just to check out the jumping puzzle, see how it compared to the tower from previous years. Well, I guess platforming challenge, not jumping puzzle. I was actually waiting until the very moment this place spawned in so I could be the first to jump up, at least in this section of the world, and I was. But now I'm here as Komori, and there's a lot of people here. It's great. We could maybe keep the chat log open in case anyone shouts. And yeah, a bunch of people jumping around up there now. It actually looks really good at night. I was worried about starting this episode at night, but it might even look better at night than at day. I didn't actually check out all of these decorations here, I just kinda gunned it straight for the platforming challenge, so this will be my first time seeing all of this stuff, as well as also first time doing the quest. Haven't done that on my main character yet. How luxurious. It's crazy. They really went above and beyond for this one. The platforming challenge tower of previous years was... oh, they got an orchestrion involved here. Or an orchestrion, whatever. Anyway, the platforming tower of previous years had pretty basic decoration. It was just a huge wooden tower. But this one has everything. The lights, the water, the pool, the NPCs. It doesn't feel like it was just kind of scrapped together out of nowhere. Oh, there are people swimming around down there too. Nameless NPCs, but still. Really like the design of this place. Seems to be some kind of diving challenge. Is this guy gonna jump? I don't think he is. Oh, never mind. I didn't think that NPCs could do that. Wow, incredible. So it seems like there's 4 little places you can dive into. Can you actually jump as far into the chocobo? It seems like that'd be too hard to jump into. I guess we can try, but let's try for something easier first. Oh. Looks like Sigurd landed in that one. Then I think we can do one better inside the whatever that thing is. We did it. And we took some damage, but still. Oh, and here's that NPC that I dumped earlier. Nearly had it, huh? Sure. This is kind of a thing, right? In Final Fantasy? Sitting down next to people and just kind of posing together. People love that sort of thing. They're doing it everywhere here. Oh, you can even... This is kind of rude of me to do, but... You could even just, like, pose with these guys. Speaking of staying here forever, I guess this place is going to disappear in about 2 weeks, but... I guess that's the appeal of places like this, right? They're only around for a short while, so you have to enjoy them while you can, I guess. It's just kind of sad because there isn't quite anywhere as luxurious as this place, I think, in the Final Fantasy world. Well, I mean, not the same kind of luxury. Oop. Had the auto run on there for a sec. Oh, we got people crafting here? Look at all these glamorous people posing. Oh, we got this too. Someone's watering the slide, huh? Well, I'm going down this one. They've even got the animation and everything. Here we go! People just hanging out right here at the bottom of the slide. Kind of a pain to get back up though. One notable thing about this is that you can't actually... Well, it seems like we can fly over this, but we can't fly over this area. They specifically turn off flying in that area so people can't cheat on their way up to the top of the platforming section. Really like this music. You probably get the orchestrion roll for it during the quest or something. Or somewhere. Or from one of these vendors. And there's a new outfit. They got these cannons too. We'll take a ride. Off we go! That's kind of dangerously close to the rock, isn't it? People could land inside the rock and die. Not land inside it, land on it. Oh, we got people just kind of chilling here. That's kind of nice. It's a little scenic location. Secluded location? Yeah, secluded location away from the main festivities. But close enough that you can just kind of hear the music in the distance or whatever. Like getting outside during a party and hearing it pumping from inside the house or something like that. That kind of thing. And now it's daytime. Not that I have a problem with it, but I was enjoying the nighttime aesthetic. What are these NPCs doing? Just kinda hanging out? I guess they're just here to decorate. Oh, is this an easy way back up? It must be. I can't get off. Oh, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's begin the event. Or the quest, rather. After we talk to these guys. The Moonfire Fair is in full swing here on the Queen Lamine. If you're curious, ask Adelia to tell you more about this year's festival. And we'll do that after we talk to the vendor. Oh, they got a bunch of these. Well, I do like the pinwheels. Can I buy a lot? Give me a lot. Like around 500? I'm pretty much spending the last of my money here, after having spent so much on my, my glamour. But I can always get more money using that same trick that I mentioned for my main character. Probably not going to make a habit out of that though. What's this though? Bomber Gloom? Nope. Oh right, that's why I didn't hear the music on my main character. Because they changed it back to the normal Moonfire Faire music during the day. Oh, that's what that one is. Actually, I want 500 of that. Damn it. I spent all my money on this stuff. Can I sell some? I mean, I can. I can always get more money, right? But I've been collecting these throughout Heavensward. I kind of want to sell them after I'm done with all the Heavensward patch quests and all that, just to really feel how much I collected all in one go. I should just sell it. It doesn't matter, right? We're fine. I'm going to do it right now. In a moment, after I check if there's anything else I can sell. Which I don't really think there is. Okay. Let's just sell 2 of these. Or we got a lot of silver pieces. Are we running out of space on silver pieces? Is there like another... We've got 99 here and 99 here. Do I have another stack somewhere? If I don't, then I guess I haven't collected ever since filling that stack. Or I sold my other stack of silver pieces, whatever. Well, I guess we can sell some of these. Like, 10 of them, just to make some room for any more silver pieces we collect. There. Now buy, like, a lot of these. I really like these fireworks. And they only sell them during this event. I might even buy like 500 more after this. Honey muffins? Where? With Memorica. I have no idea where to find Memorica. Was it this person crafting before? No. We can try this. Target? There. Where is trade? There it is. We'll give them 1 carnation. Delicious. This is why you go to events, for the free honey muffins. Okay, let's get on with it. Oh wait, we forgot to talk to the other person. Whatever. We'll talk to them after the event, I guess, or after this cutscene. Welcome aboard the Queen Lamine. First, an overview of her facilities. We've already toured the facilities. But do give us the tour. Maybe it'll be good for a thumbnail. If I had this cutscene during night, would this be better for a thumbnail? Whatever. You kinda wanna see the sun out during the summer, right? The summer event. But I guess the lights at night are also good. I'll decide later. This venue was designed to incorporate Eorzea's premier summertime recreations. You name it, we have it. Water shoots, a deluxe swimming bath, a performance area, free honey muffins, and, for the true thrill seekers, cannon rides. Master Gigaruju spared no expense for this year's fair, and its novelty has garnered swarms of visitors. But when you're out on the water, there's no telling when disaster might strike. Fortunately, we've hand-selected a team of elite swimmers for just such an eventuality. I see, so it's like a lifeguard outfit. Lamine's Coast Guard is standing by to help visitors in need. Did you, get Lamine's approval for all of this? Probably. It's fine. It is to this force that I would recruit you, provided you're willing. Consider this Coast Guarded, is what we would say, but what's in it for us? Any incentives we should know about? You will, of course, be compensated, and the stylish Uldan-made uniform will be yours to keep. Your first task will be a simple patrol. Speak with our guests and ensure everyone is having a safe and enjoyable time here. Checking in with your colleagues is also standard protocol. Once you've made your rounds, report back to me. Now about your uniform. Ask Pobiano and she'll find one in your size. I guess we're talking to her anyway. Or I guess, no, that's not the one we need to talk to still. Get dressed and start patrolling, guardswoman. I'm counting on you. And after all this effort to put in the work too, to make this glamour, whatever, I guess we're just putting on a new outfit immediately. After we talk to Adelia. Welcome aboard, friend. Have you any burning questions about the Moonfire Fair? It would be my honor to answer them. Is this just the same stuff? Yeah, it's the same. And speaking of the history, I guess the theme is always the same. You're always playing like the guard, whether it's guarding against bombbirds or putting on a hero outfit, like a Sentai outfit, and running around protecting people or helping people with their problems. This year I guess you're playing Lifeguard. At least it's consistent. Thanks for joining the Coast Guard. Let's get you dressed for the job. Now where did I put the Lalafell-sized uniforms? Ah, here we are. Nearly overlooked them. What are you trying to say? That we're small? Off you go then. These facilities won't patrol themselves. You must continue wearing your Coast Guard uniform in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garment changes area of effect. This is a new tech that was introduced around Endwalker, and we're seeing it for the first time here. Speak with Pobiano to restore or prolong the transfiguration. And there. We're now wearing the outfit. Everyone has to wear the same color, but I guess we can change it later. It's a pretty good outfit, and the art that was released alongside this was also pretty good, featuring Horsefont nonetheless, as well as a few other characters. Horsefont in this outfit is quite a sight to behold. Him dripping wet from the ocean brine, and that smile of his, and anyway, he just looked really good in the art. I think you can probably get the art at the end of this quest somehow, maybe from the vendor. Can we get it now, actually? I guess we can't do that while we're on the job. So I guess we're just kind of going around, huh? Well, let's take the cannon. Hopefully we can do that while under the effect. Damn it. I guess we actually have to swim then. It's fine, we're the Coast Guard, we can do it. An impassioned guest. I guess we can also ride our mount. This thrill, it speaks to me, and now I simply must speak to you. My great-grandmother. She originally hailed from the South Sea Isles. Okay, we're hearing about the South Sea Isles now. I mean, we might have heard about it earlier in the game, but the South Sea Isles becomes a bigger and bigger thing the further you get on in the story. And with the most recent Dawn Trail stuff, it's well, you kind of hear it every now and then. It's pretty important, but it's neither here nor there for now. Whatever. Where our people catapult themselves into the treetops to dislodge coconuts. Is a cannon ride a catapult, I thought? Only one way to find out. And so I recklessly launched myself, rocketing through the air as my courageous ancestors once did. Yes, to honor their memory, I think I'll go another round. Just some fun lore about the South Sea Isles. We can also sprint while in the water, so makes things a bit faster. Vodafone? Have we heard that name before? Joined the Coast Guard, have you? From this post, I shall keep a watchful eye on our cannon riders. And in such comfort. Here in the water, this magnificent uniform is as a second skin. The artisan who stitched these is unmistakably a master of their craft. Were I to have the opportunity, I should very much like to thank them. Yeah, I guess I didn't really consider this the best gear to swim in, but probably in real life, I'm sure that's what this is based off of. There's actual clothes like this that is easier to swim in, but is also like a jacket and shoes. These might be like Crocs or something. It's nice that it's not just like the basic swimming trunks or bikini or whatever. Although whatever glamours they cook up for rewards for this event tend to be pretty good even if they are swimming trunks or bikinis. But this is a fun change of pace. Let's talk to this one over here before we head back up. I guess this would be the patrol for the water side. Another guard, I take it. If you have a moment, I need to speak with you and your comrade here. Oh, fantastic. I was just hoping another guard would come along. There's a bit of trouble. It's hard to see from the surface, but this beam's starting to splinter. Thought I'd alert the Coast Guard before someone got hurt. I wanted to report this issue straight away, but I need to make sure that the other guests do not approach this area. Could you consult Herr Maga about this in my stead? We do well to send for repairs. Much obliged to the both of you. We're all in safe hands with you lot on the troll. Maybe you should join. Got a keen eye. He probably doesn't want to work during his vacation though, which is what we're doing. We should be on vacation, damn it. Don't forget to mention the splintering beam to Herr Maga, alright? The other fun thing about this quest is that if you're doing it at the same time other people are doing it, like we are right now, you kind of get the effect of feeling like you're joining other adventurers who are also volunteering as Coast Guard, and seeing them run around in uniform feels like they're all just like doing patrols, even though they're just doing the quest. Oh hey, these guys are from previous years. They don't recognize us because we didn't do that event, but on my main character they'll recognize us. And I think that other guy that I recognize the name of was also from a previous year. Those uniforms sort of look like the yellow jackets of Lomitsa. Are they supposed to? Just a coincidence, I'm sure. Say it for me one more time. If ever you're in danger, or need assistance, seek the color. Yellow. Right you are. Lamine's Coast Guard is working tirelessly to ensure the safety of all. May our yellow garb shine like a beacon to those in need. Oh, I didn't talk to the eager guest. Whatever. Oh, my apologies. I didn't see you there. What, because I'm short? No, you should be able to see me easily because of the yellow outfit. That's the point. Another adventurer to come and join the Coast Guard, I take it. As you can see, I'm teaching our guests how to spot us. Lucky we're all wearing this eye-catching shade of yellow, eh? Hold on. You don't suppose the artisan who crafted our uniforms chose this color for that very purpose, do you? What an astonishing level of forethought. I'd better put as much effort into my lecture as the weaver put into this uniform. It might even be like the kind of yellow that's translucent whenever a little bit of light shines on it. Not translucent. Shiny, whatever it's called. Whatever. Glow in the dark, something like that. Right, if I have any concerns, I now know exactly who to look for. Full speed ahead. And she's wearing some stuff that you can get a lot later. What is it? We didn't really unlock it, we only sort of unlocked it. The Island Sanctuary stuff. You get this outfit from. We're still a ways off from doing that ourselves, though. Every ounce of consideration soon into this uniform will be passed on directly to our guests. I'll make sure of that. I think this guy had like a funny history in the previous years of going around the platforming challenges. Oh, we got a cheater. Someone's trying to res up to the top of the tower. The one way that you can actually cheat your way up a little bit is by killing yourself as a blue mage. Oh, hello. How do I say hi? There we go. For that, you get a slap. Good. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, you can cheat your way up these towers by playing as a blue mage and doing a skill that kills you, because you can't normally just kill yourself through fall damage or whatever, and then having someone res you, and they res you to the location of the person doing the resing, so that's how you go upwards. But yeah, it's kind of a dishonest way of going up. Welcome back, my friend. Anything to report? A splintering beam, and also, these outfits are really nice, says that one guy. The water chutes have a splintering support beam. I'll arrange for repair straight away. As for the other guests, I'm glad to hear that all is well. It sounds like our uniforms are serving their purpose admirably. No doubt the weaver who made them would be glad to hear. Help, my leg. Someone save me. Did you hear that? Don't look at him. Someone is in need. Quick, take this spyglass and find them. Okay, I thought we were just gonna dive in right after this guy, but seems like we're playing this now. We might have seen this tech in like a different part. Some earlier episode I have. If not, this is also tech from Endwalker. Or actually, maybe from Shadowbringers. Hurry, time is of the essence. No, actually it's from Stormblood, the spyglass stuff. Search your surroundings for the distressed target. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, etc, etc. Them. They're in danger. These guests look to be at peace on the water. They look dead. No, that's fine. Perhaps assistance is needed elsewhere. Them. They're in danger. Oh, we can't actually look at these ones. Them. They're in danger. This guest is merely enjoying the sights. Your aid is not like to be required. What else can we look at before we look at the actual thing we need to look at? There. That shark's in danger. No, sharks aren't actually that dangerous. At least, their danger is inflated by the media. Actually, in Eorzea, they're probably pretty dangerous. Although I guess technically that one is just like a meaningless prop. You can't actually fight it or anything. There. She's in danger. Wait, is that? For a second I thought that was Ida. No, that couldn't be. There. They're in danger. A lone guest floats face down in the water. She needs help. Over there. Leave it to me. Oh, I thought we were gonna dive in. We're kind of the Coast Guard here. Well, I guess we did the Coast Guard job of spotting. Now it's his turn. Phew, who knew that this thin fabric would feel so heavy in the water? Should have thought to wear a uniform myself. See, you should have left it to us after all. I can't thank you enough. My legs seized up and the current began pulling me out to sea. You should come and rest a while on deck. We have a healer aboard who can take a look at you. I confess, I'd hoped to introduce the two of you in a more dignified fashion, but oh well. Oh, she's also from previous years. I think she's the one that researched the polar bears and helped make the ice cream. How embarrassing. Any road, let's return to the Queen Lamine. I'll explain everything there. Or she might be a new NPC. I think I recognize that face tattoo and the cat ears and the glasses, so... And back up. Guess the fastest way is through this thing. Hello? There we go. Kind of finicky. And here we are. Would this be the last quest, or... Oh, she's the Weaver. I guess she isn't the researcher that I was thinking of. I don't remember if that character is probably around here, but maybe she's just like one of the nameless NPCs that just populates the area, and she's like an Easter egg that you can find. Could be. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm feeling much better now that I've caught my breath. Yeah, she's wearing a Weaver outfit from, I think, the Endwalker Endgame, I think. At least I think this is from the Studium that you can get this outfit from for purple scripts. Or it might be from Shadowbringers. Either way, that's the Weaver outfit. Good news. According to the healer, no lasting harm was done. And we have your sharp eye to thank for it. Now then, it's time the two of you were properly acquainted. This woman is none other than... Herr Maga. We just got word of the rescue. Is the poor soul all right? You three. All is well. All is well. Allow me to introduce to Zonza, the Uldan Weaver responsible for the peerless uniforms you are all wearing. An honor to make your acquaintance. I was anxious to see if my pieces were functioning as intended, so I decided to participate in the festivities as a guest. I'm afraid my exhaustion from work caught up to me at a critical moment. I can only apologize for the trouble I've caused. No trouble at all. Your successful rescue is but proof that your clever design functions precisely as you intended. Is that not so? Well, I guess we just kind of did the spotting, so the guy that actually did the rescuing wasn't wearing the uniform. Whatever. It's fine. That's true. Even at a considerable distance, my eyes were naturally drawn to that vivid yellow. Well, I mean, it's great that your eyes were drawn to it, but we had to find you. I'm not sure how her finding us helped her get rescued. She kinda had to shout for us to even find her. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, it's a very good uniform. Did I skip something there? No. I'm glad to know that my design does what little it can to help people, or help keep people safe. You're too humble by half. These uniforms give us the confidence to do our jobs, both in and out of the water. Okay, yeah, we had the confidence to spot her with these uniforms. So yeah, they played some small part, sure. Truly, you're too kind. Now I can return to my atelier with an easy heart. Leaving so soon? Surely you've earned a break from your work. Come, stay a while. And speaking of earning things, that uniform is yours now, Komori. May you wear it with pride. Only worked for about half an hour, and we already earned the uniform. That's great. Oh, how very generous, Herr Maga. You fully intend to prevail upon her aid for the remainder of the festival, don't you? Okay, I guess we're working for the remainder of the time we're here, sure. No, break time's over. Back to work, the lot of you. As for you, Komori, feel free to enjoy the fair to your heart's content. But always, as always, safety first. I think that bombard earring he's wearing, it would be nice to have as part of a glamour for a swimsuit, but you kind of only get it after doing some Blue Mage stuff, I think, technically. Or at least you get a version of that earring, the bombard earring. Or maybe that's like just one of the special event items, I don't know. But yeah, we got the uniform now. Which we can, I guess, equip later. Let's just try this on first. Is this... Oh, actually, I like that. Hang on. Can we... What if we made this... Just with this, for example. Okay, that's the frame. We like the black frames, sure. We might not be able to change the blue or the yellow. Okay, so that changes the entire thing then. Well, it is a shame that you lose out on the the two colors. I would have preferred to change the blue part and the yellow part of this to be like, I don't know, black and red or something. But I guess this is also a pretty good look. What about the expensive metallic red dye? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. The red is almost purple with the way that it's tinted here. Not exactly a match, and it's a bit more see-through than normal, I think. Than the normal thing here. You kind of like how it's opaque in this sense. Almost opaque, but still translucent enough. So if we just go for the basic ruby red, I think that's a better match with the tinting for the actual red that we have on the outfit. What about the carmine red? Also new with the spoiler exploration stuff from 7.25. This might be a better match for the red. Let's try that again. I'm doing this on screen even though I don't have to. I can just do this later. It's a deeper red with this one. I guess either works, so I could just use whichever one is easier to come by. Though my main character, I can probably just do the same trick to transfer over some carmine red dye if I have to. Yeah, both the dark red and the brighter red of this carmine red kind of work well with the shiny metallic ruby red, so I think if we're talking sunglasses here, we might prefer the darker version, or we might prefer the one that stands out more, which is I guess the brighter version here. One final look and then I'm done. Yeah, I guess when it's darker like this, it's a bit more translucent. You can kind of see through to the eyes a bit more clearly. And I guess the cool thing about these glasses is how they kind of sort of hide your eyes a little bit. So maybe I prefer this, if we can get the carmine red dye. Or about it later though. We'll just roll with this for now. So now that we're done with that, can we actually get the art? We can't. Normally whenever they have promotional art, they sell it as part of the event. No sexy Horsefont in a swimsuit for us though. Oh well. Well, the last thing we can do as the day comes to a close and the episode closes out is make our way to the top. I guess we can also try diving into the chocobo. That'll be fun. I don't think the platforming challenge here is necessarily as hard as it was in previous years, but the fact that it's part of this whole thing is really fun. Oh, and these two as well? Almost every year, right? I think every Moonfire Faire these two are always doing their little dance. We just recently talked to Carveling too. Do they have something to say to each other? Yeah. She just wants to hang out with him. Come on, Carveling. One of these years, he's got to come around. I mean, I guess the way the game is structured, he can't actually come around because that would break chronology. It would be anachronistic if they actually ended up together and you were at an earlier point of the story when they weren't. They can't hook up during an event quest is what I'm saying. Or even a side quest. But one can dream, right? And I'm gonna dream of reaching the chocobo. We probably gotta sprint and jump at the very end. Here we go. We made it. It's that easy. Alright, and turn off sprint for this. I'm actually a master of this sort of thing. Oh, there's some speech bubbles. It's easier to see the chat in the bottom left with everyone shouting, but it's more fun to see the speech bubbles just diegetically. Oops. There I was saying I was a master. I knew exactly how to do that jump, but I guess I haven't practiced on a Lalafell, where it feels, due to the visuals, a little bit different doing these jumps. even though mechanically it's exactly the same. Damn it, why am I failing at this part? Just gotta get the inputs right. Sometimes when I try to do a short hop, I end up doing just a no hop, like this. Even though I was pressing on the control stick there. It's a pretty common problem whenever you're trying to do a short hop. I guess there are 3 versions of hops. I guess like it might be analog, but I feel like it's more digital. I might have explained this before in like a Leap of Faith episode or something, but I guess there's only 2, maybe more if you consider sprinting and jogging and all of that stuff, but the point is there's a long hop when you get a running start, which is a full tilt of the stick, where you get a fully accelerated and all that, and then just the short hop where you just barely tilt the stick and jump after getting only a little bit of speed. The short hop is the hardest one to do because a lot of people, at least I think it's the hardest to do, because a lot of people end up doing a full hop and overshooting. In this case though, we just want the full hop. And of course, you have to combine all of that with jumping at the right time, distance and all that. This really shouldn't take me the remaining 10 or so minutes in the episode. Like I said, I did this all before my main character, in record time no less. But with being zoomed in this much as a Lalafell, I guess I gotta get used to this perspective. There. That's also the problem. When trying to do a short hop, you sometimes do a no hop. So I remember this one was a bit misleading. Kind of jump a bit to the right, because if you jump too far to the left, you end up hitting some kind of invisible wall. Not a wall, but just the geometry makes it hard. And this one is kind of the same thing. You'd think you'd want to jump to the lower part on the left, but every time I tried that, I felt like, I don't know, I hit some kind of geometry or something that blocked my way. So it's easier to just, well, I guess that person did it first try. Easier to aim a little bit towards the center and go for a full hop like that. Maybe it's not as hard as I imagined though. And now there are 2 routes. You can either go around these diagonal beams, which kind of spiral up, or you can go up these angular ones, which also spiral up. They're just like alternate ways to do it. I kind of prefer the angular ones because it's more concrete, the path that you have to take, I guess. A little bit easier to predict. And here I have problem like jumping onto this peg, not overshooting it and all that. Like that. Luckily this one's forgiving with that little platform we just landed on. Which I guess is like one of the downsides of this route, even though it's more discreet. You have to kind of discreetly jump onto this little thing. I can easily do a little hop whenever I'm trying to aim for one of these things for some reason. But when I'm trying to land on one of these little pegs, it becomes that much harder somehow. Like here again. I always end up just doing a no hop. Okay, there we go. And now we jump to there. And then here. On the bomb? What bomb? A lot of people on the bomb? Is there like some kind of bomber decoration or something? Well, that was nearby because they say, or it was in the say chat, the white text. And I'm pretty sure you can only hear that text if you're like really close by. Maybe it was someone at the top here? We're almost there. Just gotta not choke. We're right at the very end. And here we are. We're right at the top. I choked. At the very end. It's because of this Lullafell perspective. Again. Don't worry, I can make it back up in record time, I'm sure. I'm so sure. I'm just gonna keep on choking all the way down. Oh great, and now it's raining. I could have gotten a great view from the very top. Oh wait, it's not raining, it's just the sun setting. Okay, great. Then we can get a good view with all the lights on from the top, once I actually make it there. In 2 minutes. Nice, we're getting this music to close off with. That was almost an overshoot. Good thing there's a bunch of invisible platforms. Not invisible platforms, but the hitbox or whatever for these platforms is generous. Great. Well shit, now I'm on this pass. And now I'm off the pass entirely. I can't believe this shit. How is this happening? You know what, maybe I'll just zoom out a bit. That way it's a bit closer to what I'm doing, my camera, what it looks like, whenever I'm playing as a Hrothgar. And that way I'll just get the muscle memory back through the visual cue. That's all that matters, right? The muscle memory. Saved by the invisible platform again. The hitbox. I'm gonna make this episode long if I have to, just to get to the top of this thing. But I'm sure we'll make it there in 2 minutes. If I don't choke again. I guess getting my choke on camera is also valuable for the recording. That's part of the experience, right? Choking at the very top and then falling to the bottom. Having to redo all of that shit. And a perfect short hop. Just like that. Part of the key of doing this is strategically making your jumps to give yourself more land to land on. It's hard to do with these pegs, but with these diagonal beams, you can position yourself to land sort of diagonally on them, lengthwise or whatever. There we go. I'm not sure if this is easier or harder on keyboard. I've only ever done it on controller. For these you can just kind of follow the guide of this steel rod. Go in the exact same direction, if that wasn't obvious. The steel rod connecting these beams. Alright, we're back here now. Right at the very end of the episode. This time I'm not gonna choke. There we go. And let's use one of those bomber balloons, I guess. And have another honey muffin to celebrate. Unfortunately, you can't get any higher than this. Can't get up on the crow's nest or whatever, although I guess this is the crow's nest. One of the fun things they do is they put a little NPC minion, this admiral here, at the very top for people that put in the effort, just as a visual reward, I guess. It's different every year, I think. Sometimes it's like a different minion or whatever. Trying to find the best shot to end this episode on. This might actually be it though. Maybe us standing like here? Something like this, yeah. There we go. Before we end the episode though, one last pan over the area. Taking in the sights and whatever people are saying in the chat. That's really what these events are for. Sure, the rewards are nice and the story quests are nice, but it's really just seeing everybody all in the area together, dressing up for fun and just chatting with everyone else. Random strangers or friends or whatever. Just a reason to get onto Final Fantasy XIV and enjoy the company of people. One of the nice things about an MMO. And I'll enjoy this area to the fullest for the 2 weeks that it's available, I guess. Both as Komori off-screen and on my main character. It'll just be nice to hang out with everyone here. I think to close off this episode, I'll just let the fireworks play off in the background until they reach the very end of their set. It'll be nice to capture on camera for posterity, I think. Now would be a good time to take a break.